Welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Other M. Now, at the end of the last video, I started talking about, something that makes me feel a little bit better about how some things in this and some characters in this, well, Samus in this, is characterized. And this is actually something that I kind of do for everything, but the big thing that jumps out at me that I do it for is .hack. Specifically, the original quadrilogy to GU. Because as many of you may recall, there's a number of characters that actually carried over from the original quadrilogy into GU that I really didn't like what they did with. But yet I could still play GU and kind of appreciate it for what it was. And a lot of it is, I guess what I could do, or I guess what I do, is... God dang, I'm not done shooting the other guys yet. Is despite what official canon says, I kind of treat everything as being... I'm getting tired of your crap. I am getting so tired of your crap. Despite what official canon says, I sort of treat everything in every game in a series as being ever so slightly off-canon from everything else. So, like, there's a lot of things I don't like about this game, but I also kind of consider it, personally, in its own canon. In a very similar canon to everything else, but not strictly in canon with everything else. Oh, hi there! I remember you! This guy, if I could figure out how to get him to, like, actually do his attack. Okay, and to real quick wrap up that thought, believe me, I know that that's it, one way or the other, that doesn't fix the issue, but at least when I'm thinking about the game individually and what the game individually does, it just feels more right to me. And, like, really, as long as I found a way to enjoy a game, then what's wrong with that? I'm enjoying a game. I'm gonna hate on somebody for having fun? That's like Disney villains. And he's down again. Nope. Nope. Hey, you! Hi! You want to get a little further away from me there? You just want to walk around super close to me? I don't know if I got hit there or not. I feel like I did. It's hard to tell. I don't know why I keep shooting at him. Keeping him on his toes, I guess. Oh, dear. Shot him in the face! This guy shoots out a lot of missiles at once. Why can't I shoot out a lot of missiles at once? I want to shoot out a lot of missiles at once. So I don't know where this guy's going. But I don't like what he's doing. Yeah. I guess that's it for this. Oh, I'm walking now. Now I'm running. I feel like we're still not done with that guy, but at least for now, we've thwarted him. But on the note of Metroid canon, though, another thing this game gets a lot of flack for is like really screwing with what's canon in the Metroid series. Specifically for... Oh dear, to you again. I'm gonna jump on you! I'm gonna jump on you! I did not know I could do that, and that was awesome. There's a thing here I can jump down. But specifically, the biggest thing is making the Prime series non-canon. And to be honest, a Metroid game screwing with Prime canon is not a new thing. Like, as much as a lot of people really like the Prime series, I can understand people being a little bit frustrated that that happened. But to be honest, there's a lot of things in most Metroid games that contradict something that happened in another Metroid game. I guess there's nothing down here. Ah, no, yeah, get out! In fact, there's very little information on a lot of things that are canon. Like, for one, just what the crap even is, say, Mother Brain and Ridley? I want that. Can't get it, though. I think we have to come back later. I think I know what we need to get it. Okay, where was I? What was I saying? I don't know, I was saying something. But, such as, Mother Brain and, like, Ridley, though, and what even are they, actually? Oh, hi! Because, of course, one source of information, of course, says that Ridley is the leader of the Space Pirates. Then another source of information, this is all coming from, like, not just, this is all coming from, like, manuals and guides and boxes and in-game information. Like, everywhere gives conflicting information. There's something, yeah, there it is. This one down here is just continuously spewing fire. And you can actually shoot that to get in here. Get a missile tank. So on one hand, it says Ridley is the leader of the... Oh, really? Arbitrarily red door, okay. Like, one thing says Ridley is the leader of the Space Pirates, one thing says Mother Brain is the leader of the Space Pirates. The Prime series came up with something called High Command, that is apparently the leader of the Space Pirates. When pretty much every game before then had specified either Ridley or Mother Brain. And there is a lot of rationale that one can do to sort of explain it and say, like, maybe Ridley was the leader of the Space Pirates before Mother Brain took over. Maybe those two together formed this High Command. But there's very little in the way of real information on it. What's down here? Oh, this is this room again. Really hard to shoot things without locking onto them, but I guess you're not really supposed to, and missiles are plentiful enough. Get on it, Samus. Okay, this is really early on in the video, but I kind of know what's in store for us next time, so I'm going to pause here. But, like, on one hand, it was like Ridley, maybe, I think one explanation was like maybe Ridley used to be the space pirate leader, but then when he came under Mother Brain's control, he kind of relinquished control to Mother Brain, and those two together made it. The Metroid manga kind of attributed leadership to Mother Brain, Ridley, and one of the Chozo. Who was it? Was it Old Voice? I don't remember. I don't know, there was two different ones, and I can't remember them, and I think I'm even getting their names mixed up. But the Metroid manga kind of attribute it to all of those, and as sort of an important thing is come the end of Super Metroid with the destruction of the actual frickin' final death of Ridley and the final destruction of Mother Brain. And the Chozo being gone by that point, the space pirates had no real leader, and they had since effectively dispersed. That's getting into a couple other things, though, and even one interesting thing about Metroid Prime, which the story for Metroid Prime originally tied itself more into the original Metroid, which I thought was kind of interesting to learn. And they since actually discarded most of that to make it more of a standalone. But, canon, as I mentioned before, canon in the Metroid games is wonky at best. And in turn, honestly, I don't even worry about an official timeline or anything. I just kind of concern myself with what's canon to each game. And specifically, this game was written with the idea that the Metroid Prime games were non-canon, which does actually lead into something that'll be happening next video. But since then, the Prime games have been promoted from non-canon to side story, which, as far as I can tell, really just means that they're technically canon, but don't think about it too hard when they may have affected something that happened elsewhere. Which, again, leads me to every Metroid game screws with the canon of every Metroid game. This game did it a little more overtly, but that's kind of why I just don't think about it that much. But it is important to note that this game specifically was written with the idea in mind that the Metroid manga happened, followed by Metroid Zero Mission, followed by Metroid 2 Return of Samus, followed by Super Metroid, then this. Followed by Metroid Fusion. And even then there's some inconsistencies here and there. But that's how this game was written. I had something else I was going to say, and I've since forgotten what it was. So, until next time, everyone, we've got a bit of an adventure ahead of us, but we've got our next goal, and we're closer to it than you might think. So, until next time, everyone.